Okay, this is for all the fly fishermen that like to fish for crappie. And crappie season is coming up. We'll be tying a crappie clouser. You'll need chartreuse bead chain. You can use gold or orange, black, any color you want. Red flash, natural bucktail, and I use red squirrel or fox squirrel. You can use gray squirrel, and then red bucktail, and red 8/0 thread with I'm using a number 8 stimulator hook, fine wire. So here we go. And I've already cut my beads. You'll want to use like pliers, or you don't want to use your fly tying scissors. Tie it about halfway through the hook shank. Cut the tag end off and go to about 1/4 of the way behind the eye. And tie in your eyes. You can use barbell if you're fishing deep, but the ponds here in Kansas normally aren't real deep, so after you do that, just put some loops around those, get them secured pretty good. I want to fix my hook. And put some head cement. You can use super glue if you want. Now, this fly will ride like this, so you want your light colors on the bottom so it looks like the belly of the minnow. Cut out a section of the natural bucktail and trim it even. Tie this in. And this fly can use quite a bit of thread, but once you get it all secured, it's a pretty tough fly. It takes a while to tear apart, so. And you wrap behind the eyes. And you secure the bucktail behind. About like that. Now trim this about a 1/2 inch behind the bend of the hook. Now you flip it over, and we'll put our flash in right now. And you can use gold flash or clear, it really doesn't matter. And crappie are constantly changing colors on you, so. And this will catch bass and perch, and you can even catch trout on it, so. Tie that in. We'll trim this later. We'll put our red in first. Cut out a section of this. Make it even. Big thing about this fly, you can build up your thread pretty easy and get all of your material in the eye of the hook. So you've got to be pretty careful about that. Tie that in. Now we'll take a section of this squirrel tail. You don't need a lot, just enough to give it a little bit of a natural look instead of all these bright colors. And actually, this looks like a bleeding minnow. And you cover up all the material showing with your thread. Like I said, this does use up a lot of thread, but hey, it doesn't matter whenever you're catching fish. Now we'll flip it back over and make sure that side looks good. It does. Put a half hitch and I'll finish it with a whip finish. Cut that. And then you just cover this thing in head cement. It'll give it a glossy look on the head. And I cover this up too, where you laid the bucktail over the eyes. And just cover all that up. Because you don't want those little serrated teeth of the crappie to mess all this up. Now, trim all this up. And there is a crappie clouser. Good luck, and you can experiment with all different colors. You can always take an assortment of colors out on the pond with you, because crappie do change colors whenever you're fishing. So there it is. Good luck.